we did check most of this floor. None of these rooms are going to let me in. Oh, we didn't check this room. My bad. Oh, there is a ghost in this room. It will probably get me. Now, here's our new light source. There's a ghost here, like I said. Won't really be able to do anything about it, so let's read this. It's gonna scare us in a second. Yondu Newsletter Summer Edition. The secret of the second floor's lost and found room. Our school has an excellent system for lost property. The policy is to keep lost items until the owner returns for it. With each item classified by the date it was discovered, among these items are several expensive things such as watches or jewelry. Turn off light. We are probably caught here. The hell? Go away. Alright, I can read this. Okay, among these items are several expensive things such as watches or jewelry. After a set time, ownerless items are given to anyone who wants them. The so-called secret of the lost and found room is about the strange properties it has. Some say there's a bad omen in the room which is somehow linked to forgotten items owned by dead students. Read this true account by a student. A Miss C found a cushion in the room that she thought looked beautiful. She desperately wanted it back. And hoped that the owner would not come back to she desperately wanted it and hoped that the owner would not come back to retrieve it. When at last it was classified into the free section, she rushed and took it. However, it disappeared from her house the next day and returned to its place in the room. She took it back home again, only for it to disappear again the next day again. She went back to the lost and found room and found it in the same place. Several times later, Miss C gave up and simply left the cushion where it was. Another time, a former student returned to the school and was astonished when he found an old music box in the lost and found that had been there when he was a student at the school. It's logical to say that these items could be the possessions of dead students. However, there is one mystery that is yet to be investigated. There is always the same quantity of items in the lost and found. Be sure to read next week's newsletter. Okay. Where is she? Where's this go? This says Earth. We are still being chased by this ghost. I'm hoping it didn't bug because I was in a note, because if it did, that's unfortunate. The reverse ghosts. The main building's chemistry room is famous for ghost sightings. On rainy days, people go to visit the third and fourth floors of the main building's second area because of the incident that happened in the chemistry room long ago. During a science lesson, the room suddenly shook and the apparatus with acidic and toxic fumes cracked. Misook was looking down at the apparatus at the time and it shot over her face, severely burning half of her face. She was rushed to the medical room, but they couldn't help the damage. Misuk was a very self-conscious girl, so it also affected her mentally. From then on, Misuk's life was isolated from outside. She went through a phase of depression. One night, she was so intensely upset that she climbed onto the roof of her parents' house while they were out and jumped onto the concrete path below. It was never certain whether she wanted to fall directly onto her head or not. People still see Misuk around the chemistry room in the second area of the main building with her back to everyone. She hides her face so no one can see it. They say that if someone does see her face, then they will almost certainly die. Okay. Where is this? I don't know. I want this thing gone. The dumb thing about the goat... There she is. Just run into it. Thank you. Damn it, I wasn't fast enough. What? Yeah, that's a first. Okay, this is where that key goes. 2841. And we can't really read that because it's in Korean. Unless you are Korean and can read it. The Uncrossable Bridge. One morning... sorry. Let me finish that thought. That code is for the principal's office. Alright. The Uncrossable Bridge. One morning, a girl named Soon Young fainted while walking through the school. She was found fainted on the floor of the bridge that connects the main building and the new building. This odd circumstance drew a lot of attention among the other pupils. Of course, this also brought back some of the rumors about that bridge. The stories go that odd footsteps can be heard from behind you and in front of you. Okay, so that's what I thought. That one area was kind of weird, but the sounds don't seem to have a source. Some people also hear screaming and laughing, and some never reach the other side, walking endlessly through the bridge. Some describe it as feeling a bit like a cave because of its lack of windows and lots of turnings, while others describe it like a labyrinth. This game is called White Day, a labyrinth-named school. Whether that's related or not, I don't know. Name unknown, date of birth unknown, gender female, address no fixed abode. Crap, 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 crap. I can't see a damn thing. I closed the door, so he shouldn't come in here. It's so dark. Not what I wanted to do. He's not gone. I didn't hear a door yet. No, he might be fine. See, the problem with the lighter is that its range is very short. Go back to that note. An insane woman who started wandering around the school 2 to 3 years ago. She's seen mostly at night, but does not seem to cause any trouble. She may be connected to the incident that occurred 3 years ago, but no evidence has been found to support this. It's also worth noting that she seems to be particularly sensitive to loud alarms and sirens. There was a loud alarm and a siren earlier. So yes, 2841. That was kind of creepy. Now, you might notice from time to time that the clock sounds. In the hardest difficulty, the game is actually timed. You only have so many of those chimes before the game actually just ends. And basically you failed at that point. We just heard music. Now, we do know where the music room is. Clay doll in the shape of a mother in the box. And a diary. Let's turn the lights off, close the door. Okay. So... for some reason we keep hearing music in here. There's nowhere to hide in here. What's this? Locked up. Let's get to a room. Lights off. Let's read. Valentine's Day. I gave him some chocolate. He said he doesn't like it, but he ate it anyway and seemed happier. It's only been about 3 months, but I feel like we've known each other for a long time. I hope that this relationship will last. Even when he says he loves me, I still worry. He only loves me, right? 20th of February. I caught a cold. I called him up. He shouted across the phone, and it surprised me how happy he was to hear me. He's not usually a very emotional person. It was a little awkward because he was so cute like that. But I still wonder what he was talking about when he said, "Why are you crying?" I wasn't crying at all. I gained some weight. Recently, I gained some weight. He called me a fatty, but it's okay. He's just not very good at expressing his true feelings. I called him an idiot and he apologized, but we still love each other. Really. Everyone seems very happy today. I didn't leave home during our week off. The new term started and I haven't seen him since. I know he's busy, but I miss him. I've been thinking deeply about everything recently. Everyone else seems to be happy but me. White day. My classmates were talking with Kun Jin all day because she was left candy on her desk overnight. Damn bitch, she's such a snob. I was furious. I just wanted to die. 20th of March. Spring hasn't come yet? I caught a cold again today. I'm now a senior at high school and he still hasn't returned yet. But I talked to him over the phone today. He said, "We're still students, so we need to focus on our work more than us for the moment," which was strange of him. I suddenly felt suspicious. Sometimes I feel he isn't coming back, but that's ridiculous. He's coming back. Janitor, don't you come in here. 25th of March. Our anniversary. Today's our anniversary, but we didn't even talk. Apparently he's still busy. But I desperately need his voice and smile. It's so painful knowing he isn't here. I can't control it. I feel like I just want to die over and over. 4th of April. Pregnancy test. I'm worried about my result and what he's going to think if I am having a baby. When should I tell him? Maybe he won't care, but if it's too much for him to take... He's so cold. If I don't kill my baby, then he will leave me. I'm so afraid. I just want this to end. I decided that I will give birth to my baby even at the risk of my own life. As I write this, my art textbook next to me is open on a page with the clay model of a mother and her child holding hands. So, diary is some information there. The clay doll's not too important, but what is important is this code here that I'm going to look at again. 2841. We want to go downstairs. Now we want him to see us and chase us. All the way to the top floor. Oh, here he comes. Ow. We want to cut down to the first floor, which is this one, and go to the principal's office at the end of the hall. And with that, we can enter the principal's office. Still need to be careful. The janitor will still check in here, even though no one's supposed to be able to get in here. The main water pipes have been cut off in the main building, but for some reason the water still works in the main building's science room on the 3rd floor. Haven't found the cause for this yet, but we will look into it. The major works on the main building's water pipes will begin as of next week. Vice Principal. Principal's desk. And we'll do something with this situation. Why do principals in Korean schools always seem to have special cameras? Han Young. Female, Na Young had good grades in grade 1 and 2, but she left school in her 3rd. She had no school or family problems at the time, so the reason for this was never found. She was later found hung by a red rope at school, but it is not clear whether this was suicide or homicide. Suicide was written on her death certificate with no underlying causes. Okay. Kim Ji-won. None of that's important, really. Ji-won was killed in school premises in the year of 2000 with no one attending her funeral. It is still unclear whether it was suicide or homicide, but evidence pointed towards suicide. Toward the end of her life, she was unsocial with her other staff members, deliberately avoiding contact with other people. It was said that she was in the middle of developing a theory which explained the school's frequent deaths and hauntings. Whether or not this led to her symptoms of paranoia is also unclear. The combination lock in the music room makes use of her own song's chord progression, which can be accessed through the music room's telephone. So that's helpful. But really, what we're looking to do is, well, check these rooms out. I apparently haven't been in that room yet because there is still a note on the table. That is the 3rd floor. That is the janitor coming down the hallway that I'm in right now. Can we please turn this off? Okay, thank you. And this is the janitor in a room very nearby to us right now, climbing that footstool that I climbed. And past this point, I really don't know much about the game. And I don't know why I'm hearing a ghost now. That is the room that we're trying to get to, actually. That's what that whole situation is. And as I said, he can still tell that that light is on. He's going to turn the lights off. And he knows I'm here. Well, we haven't gone to the music room yet. So while he has a thing we need, we should also make an effort here. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you liked this video, please click the like button down below. And if you want to see more of these videos, I'd really appreciate you clicking that subscribe button. I upload every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so if you want to see more videos, check then. I also have a Twitter if you'd like to follow me there. and a Twitch, and my Steam is also located down below. Share me with friends and family if you guys can. I'd really appreciate it. I hope to see you all for the next video. See you then.